We're going to be starting shortly. It's a rehearsal. It's not a performance. So anytime you're ready, Mary.
I'm not courageous. Oh. Only the poor have courage. Why? Because they're hopeless. Just to get up every morning, to plow a potato field in wartime, or to bring kids with no prospects into the world. Yeah, to live poor. That takes courage. No, they trudge along uncomplainingly, carrying the emperor and his heavy throne and the pope and his stone cathedral. They stagger, starving, bearing the whole thundering weight of the great weight of the wealthy on their broad, stupid backs. Is that courage? Must be. But it's perverted courage. Why? Because what they carry on their backs will cost them their lives. Yeah.
Do you think Mother Courage as a kind of tragic figure?
I think of her as you and me. You know, we all live off the war. Whether we acknowledge it, she's just more dirty and in the trenches. But we all live off the war.
Is there anybody who came in after all those announcements by the administration about the filming?
Yes.
Yes, okay. There was a new translation, one of Brecht's plays, Mother Courage, with a translation by Tony Kushner, who wrote Angels in America, and starring Meryl Streep. It's a documentary on politics and art, thinking about political art, about Brecht and political art. I think that's it.
Went to this village outside of Prague. I think it was called Mielnich. Just that flat Czechoslovakian landscape. And then there's this little kind of outcropping where, of course, you have to have your city because you can see over the plain. And on top there was a church. And in the bottom of the church was a crypt. And just bones and skulls piled up like the Cambodian thing we've seen. And a really scary guy, the caretaker down there. He said, oh yes, around here many battles. And after each battle, we go out. We, his, I guess, predecessors, probably a family business. They go out and they get the skulls and they load them into the bottom of the church. This plain has seen so many wars fought over an interpretation of the Bible.
And now, a message from the President of the United States.
The experience of September the 11th made it clear that we can no longer tolerate the status quo in the Middle East. The only way to secure our nation is to change the course of the Middle East by fighting the ideology of terror and spreading the hope of freedom.
The war in Iraq, it's become like the Vietnam War. It's become one of those events in which every other political issue that's important is stripped open. Because of that, it feels like the theater is forced to try and respond to that in as direct a way as possible.
5 minutes, please. 5 minutes.
And when I got this job, the first thing that I knew I wanted to do was to have Tony do an adaptation of Mother Courage and have Meryl Streep play the part.
Why are you doing Mother Courage now?
Tony Kushner had mentioned it to me when we were making Angels. He said, someday you should do this. I felt helpless in the world, not able to express my despair and rage about who gets mowed under in these wars of ideology. I was very drawn to it because of a need to speak through some organism, which this play is an organism. It's like a living thing.
In the farmyard, they're lying there, a family. Somebody help me, I need linen.
I'm out. I sold every bandage in stock to the regiment. What am I supposed to do? Tear up good officers' shirts to bandage What am I farmers? supposed to do? Tear up good officers' shirts to bandage farmers?
I said I need linen!
I'm giving nothing!
Somebody help me!
You give that back to its mother. 1, 2, 3. You give that back to its mother. 1, 2, 3. Before you get attached. It takes me hours to pull it off you. You stop gawping. Go up there and tell them to stop the damn music. I don't need to hear it. I know they've had a victory. I've had only losses from your victory. Go tell them they can stop that music. I don't need to hear about it. I can see they've had a victory. I've had only losses.
When did you first get interested in this play?
When I was a college student at Columbia. I grew up in Louisiana, and then I came in 1974 to Columbia to get a bachelor's degree in medieval literature. I took a class in 20th century drama and read Brecht, who I don't think I'd ever heard of. The first play that I read was Mother Courage and Her Children. I mean, I remember where I was when I read it. I couldn't put it down, and it was really just a life-changing moment. It was the same year that Joe Papp produced Threepenny Opera, directed by Richard Foreman. It was astonishing. I mean, you could see so much in the city for nothing. I mean, I saw the entire Ring cycle at the Met for $7 for the entire 20 hours of opera. And it was also the same year that I read Marx for the first time. Chapter 10 of Volume 1 of Capital, which is another sort of like, oh, there's something about reality that I had never considered. All of those things sort of came together for me at once. And I read all of Brecht and became really obsessed with that very distinctive voice that just once you've encountered it, becomes indispensable.
This is real Dresden china. You can't get something like this in a 5 and dime. My job is to try to make theater that matters. And it succeeds when we're able to somehow tackle the biggest and most important issues facing us, and when we're able to offer that up to the widest and most diverse audience. When we can do that, the theater is fulfilling its job and is a thrilling and vital mission. Mother Courage asks what I think is the crucial and difficult question for us right now, which is what is it that ties us to the behaviors that are actually going to end up destroying us?